feel capable of carrying out this role, I will assign it to Commander LaForge and return you to Tactical. It appears we will be required to ignite the Midnight Petroleum, sir. It was a lie. Another lie. I am sorry if I have ended our friendship. Mr. Hobson, you will carry out my orders or I will relieve you of duty. Mr. Data. Thanks, Leda. Sir.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And today I would like to bring you a little bit of a belated ship review, as it's been out for nearly a year now, well, a year in May. I'd like to bring you the Kwejian Pilot Frigate, T6-X. Now, yes, I have had this ship for some time and I've been meaning to do a review on it, but I wanted to put it through its paces before I brought it to your attention, because this ship is remarkable. Now, I know to some it may not be as aesthetically pleasing as the standard Star Trek TNG and STO ships. I would say out of all the 32nd century ships that I've seen so far, I think this one is the one that appeals to me the most. Whether it's because I've watched it on Discovery and I've seen it in action, yeah, it does seem a little bit of a reach for some, but not for me. And I'll be honest with you, I have tried this in PvP matches and I've had some really decent results with it. Now, unfortunately, I've got a problem with my parser, so I haven't been able to put some parser figures together for you. But, you know, take it from me, as far as PvP is concerned, I think this has got a few more surprises in store, which I need to look into. But anyhow, moving on, I have to draw your attention to this. Can you see this? The bridge layout there. You can see right into the ship there. Can you see that? Now, unfortunately, this ship doesn't come with its own unique bridge, which is sadly a shame. It comes with the basic bog standard bridge that you get with new released ships, and I think that is a shame, because this is a premium ship, and I think, given the amount of work that's gone into it for the effects, I think they could have stretched a little bit more to put in a bridge on it. But as you can see there, look, you can actually see it's really cool, that, isn't it? It's really, really cool. You can see right inside, look, can't you? So that's why we won't be visiting the bridge today, because, yeah, I just think it would downplay the significance of the ship, to be honest with you. It is a bit of an anticlimax when you go to the ship and when you go to the bridge and it's a basic bog standard bridge. It's yeah, it sort of spoils it for me, I think. But anyhow, that aside, let's have a quick look at the stats for this ship, and then we'll pull her through a pacer, shall we? Moving on to the statistics of the Kwejian Pilot Frigate. At level 65, she has a hull of 51,750. She has a rather disappointing hull modifier at 1.15 and a shield modifier of 0.8. Now, although those are very low, I haven't noticed them interfere with my builds as yet, but they are very disappointing now, those modifiers. She has a turn rate of 18 and an impulse of 0.19. She has an inertia rating of 80. Her bonus power includes plus 10 to weapons power and plus 10 to engine power. Her bridge officers are as follows. We have a Commander Engineering Stroke Pilot Station. We have 2 Lieutenant Commander Universal Stations. We have a Lieutenant Universal Command Station and an Ensign Universal Station. She has excellent weapons of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear, with 3 device slots. Her consoles are 4 Tactical, 4 Engineering and 3 Science. Her abilities include Morph Reversal, Pilot Maneuvers, she has a Federation Battle Cloak, Smasher Assembly, Weapon System Efficiency, Strategic Maneuvering, and Radar Flanking. Her Admiralty stats include 55 Engineering, 51 Tactical, and 20 Science. Okay, moving on to the build. It's 5 weapons to the front and 3 weapons to the rear. I know I don't have mixed synergy weaponry for this ship, but I've started running the Terran Task Force Disruptor dual heavy cannons on this build, as it's giving me a 2% bonus all damage. I'm also running 2 Spiral Wave Disruptor dual beam banks. I'm running the Enhanced Biomolecular Photon Torpedo, and I'm also running the Disruptor Wide Angle Dual Heavy Beam Bank, which is also giving me another 2% bonus all damage. In actual fact, I think I should change that out actually. Yeah, I'm going to change that out, and I'm going to put the Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo in there, and I'll follow up with the console as well if I can figure out which slot I'm going to put it in. Yeah, this build has been put together as I've been trying it out in PvP matches, and I've been trying different types of weaponry and consoles in it. But anyhow, let's see if I can swap something out. Yeah, so we'll put the Lorca's custom fire control console in there, which will give us the 3-piece set with the Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo and the Disruptor Wide Angle Dual Heavy Beam Bank. Yeah, I won't go into the deflector, impulse, warp core and shields, as that is more or less standard with every build now. In the aft weapons, I'm running the House Martok omnidirectional disruptor beam array, the kinetic cutting beam, which is giving us another 2% bonus all damage. It is part of a 3-piece set, but I'm only running this single Omni in the rear. And finally, the Terran Task Force Disruptor Beam Array, which is giving us another 2% bonus all damage. Now, I just wanted to draw your attention to a console. I'm going to try and bring to your attention certain consoles which I've used over the years and found quite useful. And today, I'd like to bring you the Universal Protomatic Field Projector console. And this has been invaluable to me over the last few months. It's a wonderful clicky. And when you're getting in trouble, just hit this and it gives you a 21.4 Starship hull restoration, improves hull healing, and a 21.4 Starship shield restoration. So yeah, where do you get this from? Now, this came from the Lucari Hokun Science vessel, and you can only acquire this through an epic Phoenix token. And I did actually get one a few months ago, and I went for this ship purely for the console. Now, I will be doing a review of the Lucari Hokun Science vessel, which is also fondly referred to as the Flying Dorito, for certain reasons, merely down to its shape. But anyhow, that's for another day. So if you do get the opportunity to acquire the Lucari Hokun Science vessel, yeah, I would grab that, because this console has proved really valuable to me, and I think you'll enjoy it. Anyhow, moving on to the engineering consoles, we have the Smasher Assembly, which comes with the ship. Yeah, I've had mixed results with this. It's the ship sort of balls itself up into a little compact shape, and you can actually crash it into other ships. Yeah, in practice, I found that quite hard, because other ships don't want to just hang around and say, yes, come on, crash into me. So yeah, so practically, yeah, the jury's still out on this one. Jury's still out. Right, well, we'll leave these rest of these consoles alone, because most of them are standard anyway, which I've put in most of my builds. over the last few months. Some of them are a little bit extra, mainly due to the fact that I've been dabbling in PvP and I've been trying them out. But anyhow, so moving on to the general statistics. This ship has a hull of 100,033. Power transfer rate 210. Hull repair rate 367.1. The shields for rear, right and left are just over 16,000. Now the resists I'm quite impressed by. They're up into the early 40s, apart from the physical resist, which is 32.3. That's rather strange, isn't it? Because it has the smasher console on, so if I go around smashing my ship into others, the physical resist, yeah, not very good really, is it? Anyhow, moving on. It has an accuracy rating of 107 and a critical chance of 38.1%, and the critical severity is 180.1. Now the masteries for this ship are Tier 1 enhanced hull plating, and it gives you a plus 25 energy, damage, radiation damage resistance rating. Didn't say that right, didn't I? It's a plus 25 energy, damage and radiation damage resistance rating. There you go. Said it right this time. I didn't say it right last. Anyway, I used to be indecisive, but I just can't make my mind up now. Anyhow, level 2, we have enhanced weapon banks and increased critical severity by plus 15%. At level 3, we have rapid repairs, and it regenerates 1250.4 hull, 1.25 of your current maximum, every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. At level 4, we have increased accuracy, which is a plus 5 accuracy rating. And the trait at level 5 is proximity alert, and this is improved survivability based on rank of nearby enemies. So let's just have a quick look here at what's going on. It's quite busy, this, isn't it? Plus 100, plus 200, plus 300 physical and kinetic damage resistance rating for 5 seconds. Plus 20, plus 40, plus 60 defense rating for 5 seconds. Minus 50%, 66% and 75% global threat generation for 5 seconds, only if threatening stance not active. Restore 2%, 4%, 6% of maximum hull. You know, I've never actually studied that. It is quite a busy little trait, that, isn't it? I may actually give that a go, you know. What we got? What we got going here? Let's have a look. I think we'll swap that one out. What's it called again? Let's have a look. Proximity alert. I think we'll give that a go, you know. Proximity alert. Yeah, it doesn't tell us any more than it did on the other one, is it? Well, I'm a great believer in giving it a go, because most of the time, some of the things you actually read on these traits doesn't actually pan out for some reason or other, either a bug or it's misleading. So, to me, this seems quite reasonable. So I'm going to give it a go and see if it does pan out as being a reasonable trait. You never know until you give it a go, do you? Right. So, there we go. I really can't get over this bridge. Can we zoom in? Yeah, I really can't get over how intricate that is. You can even see the lighting above it. Incredible, isn't it? Right, I just wanted to activate these 2 consoles for you to show you what they do. So the first one we're going to activate is the Morph Reversal. So let's see what happens when we press this. Look at that. Did you miss it? Oh, I nearly did. As I say, it's a bit disconcerting when the ship flies apart and reforms again. It's yeah, for some that would be too much of a stretch of the imagination. But, you know, it is a 30-second ship, and, well. So what's this one? Let's have a look. Smasher Assembly. There you go. Yeah, looks a bit like a rubbish pile, doesn't it now? But you've only got a short period of time before it actually opens back up again. So yeah, technically speaking, there you go, it's going back on its own. So I've tried to crash into other ships with it. I've managed it once or twice, but yeah, I've not. It doesn't rock my boat, put it that way. Rocks the ship, but not my boat. Right. So without further ado, I think what we'll do is we'll take her into the field and test her out for you, and let you see what she can actually do. Now, this ship is very fast, so I'm apologising now because it will be quite fast paced, I should imagine, and it won't be easy to follow, but so I'm apologising before we get into it. So let's take her out and see how she performs. So here we are, Defence of Starbase 1. Hold on to your hats, people. Well, didn't she perform really, really well there? I should have given a warning, really, because there's quite a lot of flashing lights and explosions going on there. I nearly had an epileptic fit myself. But this ship is a really exciting little ship, and I do believe that I haven't really got to its full potential. But as you can see, she gave as good as she got, didn't she? And for a little ship, and she's only little. There you go, look, if we zoom out, she's tiny. Teeny tiny. There we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this rather brief review of the Kwejian Pilot Frigate T6-X. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed this review and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button for us. And give us a like as well, yeah. That'd bring you good luck for the rest of the new year, that as well, if you give us a like. Oh, only kidding. If you believe that, you believe anything. But anyhow, really exciting ship, and I do believe I've got more work to do on this, and I'll probably come back and do another review on her, maybe with some phasers. But anyway, for now, I'll leave you to the rest of your day, and so until next time, this is JeSter signing off.
I am Locutus of Borg. Resistance is futile.
Welcome home.
We are Borg.
You are individuals. You are small and you think in small terms.
We assimilate species.
From this time forward, you will service us.